important is your faith to you? Is your faith important to you? That is one of the questions I get a lot. They say, Janice, what if you meet a good guy, a great guy, but he's not born again? You're going to pass him up? Yeah, he's not a born again believer. How about you? How important is your faith to you? Is it important? Welcome back to Church Girls Want to Get Married To. My name is Janice Hylton Thompson. If you have not subscribed, please be sure to do so. Please share and please invite a friend. So yes, a question I get all the time from my sister girls in my mailbox is, but he's a good guy. He's just not born again. And for me, okay, he's a good guy for you, but he's not a good guy for me. And so, number one on my list, this is why, ladies, I tell you all the time, make sure you have your list. Because see, for me, number one, if you can't get past number one, how are you going to get to number two? Number one on my list is he must be born again. So it bothers me when sisters say, yeah, Janice, my number one is he must be born again too. But then you meet a guy who is of another religious persuasion and you allow him to get into your emotions. You spend time talking to him. You're going out with him. You are dating. You're doing other things with him. And he's a good guy. He's so sweet. He's so caring. He's a donut. But he's not born again. And you know what Daddy always say? Take out whatever you said before the but, and whatever is left, that's your answer. He's not born again. So how important is your faith? My faith is very, very, very important to me. Marrying a man who is born again is important to me. And of course, a good guy is in the ear of the beholder, right? Everyone's definition of a good guy is based on that person's perception and what they want. Okay, so a good guy for somebody else might be a guy and he's not born again. He would not be a good guy for me because it is important for me that my husband that I'm going to submit to, that I am going to come under his leadership, his protection, his love, his provision. It is important for me that he is born again, and I am not willing to compromise that. So if I meet a guy who is not born again, guess what? Bye. No, we don't need to go out and talk about what? Go out with me. For what? Stop wasting time, ladies. Stop wasting time. If your faith is important to you, I know a lot of people say their faith is important, but when they get down to the nitty-gritty, it's not important. Because if it was, you would not entertain men who are not born again. Okay, the Apostle Paul is very clear. Be yoked together with unbelievers. And I am one of those people that also believe that born again people can be unbelievers, because not only unbelievers as in they have not made Jesus Christ the Lord of their lives, but unbelievers as in they might not believe in some of the precepts and the teachings of the Bible. For example, tithing. If he does not believe in tithing, then guess what? For me, he is an unbeliever. If he does not believe in raising our children in the ways of the Lord, then guess what? For me, he is an unbeliever. And so that's not a fight I'm about to have. So ladies, if your faith is important to you, do not entertain men that are not born again. He's not a good guy. If your faith is important to you, then that person is not a good guy for you. Okay? What do you think? Leave it in the comments for me. Are you willing to overlook your faith for somebody who is a good guy, even though they're not born again? I would like to hear your thoughts, because that's a question I get a lot. And so I wanted to bring it to you guys and hear what you ladies think about it. For me, absolutely not. I would not go out with any man that of another religious persuasion. Absolutely not. Okay? All right. Love you. Remember, if you have not subscribed, please be sure to subscribe. Please share. Please invite a friend. Please leave in the comment section your thoughts about the good guy. He's not born again. Is he still a good guy for you? For you. If your faith is important to you, would you marry somebody who is not a born again believer? And is he a good guy to you? For me, no, because you're not born again. For me. Doesn't mean he's not a good guy. He's just not a good guy for me. So what do you guys think? Love you. Let me know in the comment section. Remember to subscribe and remember to share.